This is Bluey. Well, this is a Bluey family tree. And yeah. So we're going to do with this video where we're going to make a Bluey family tree. So let's add brother or sister. Okay, so just want to sign us. The sister of Bluey is Bingo. So we're going to say personal edit Blue. Bingo. And their gender and Bingo is a female. So we're not going to add that then. So let's go edit the mother of Bluey, which is Chili. So let's go do that. So you go edit this. And this is Family Echo, by the way. And now we need Bandit, of course. So that was the easy part. Now we're going to add some more people to the family tree. And yeah, I can't believe we're doing another Bluey video. You guys just like the Bluey video so much, and you never subscribe. So anyways, we're going to add new parents since for Bandit's side. So we're going to add parents. So the mother of Bandit is named Chris. I did not get that. Chris. And the father of Bandit is Bob. So that's probably how much generations we can go back here. But we can do some more. So let's say add child. So a child with Chris, and let's say Stripe. And Stripe is male, so we'll say okay. Wait, we need to cancel this sibling check. And then we're just gonna add a partner, add new partner. Okay, so the partner of Stripe is Trixie. So we'll add her. Oh yeah, I forgot she's female. We're not gonna say their birth dates because that's just too hard. And now let's go give them a child with Trixie. And this will be Muffin. And so we're gonna say, so Muffin is, I don't know why it's like that. Oh, it says Muffin is not living. Okay. Now let's go do a sibling of Muffin, which will be Socks. And now let's make Socks again. Okay, so now we're gonna have to actually add some more. So let's go back to Bob and add brother. Add child. Okay, and the child of Bob is Rad. Rad is male. Wait, I said cancel. Okay, let's just do that again. Rad and Rad is male, so let's just okay there. And then we're gonna add Rad a partner and a new partner, and that would be Frisky. So we know that Frisky and Rad don't have any children, so now you might think we're done, but we're gonna go on Chili's side. Add parents. So we're gonna add some parents to Chili. So the mother of Chili is not living. So let's say we don't really know her name. so let's say Grandma Cattle. Okay. It just says Grandma. So we're just gonna, but we know Chili's dad is named Mort. And let's say, okay, so now, now let's go add brother or sister. Wait, no, not brother and sister. A child. Okay, and that'd be Brandy. And then and let's go edit Brandy's details. And she's okay. So now these are our family trees. And yeah, so we can't trace them back any more farther. So these look good. So if you want to make your own family tree like in your family, I was just using Julia as an example. Go to Family Echo. Okay, so this on the side is a bluey thing. It's a playlist, and this video will be in the playlist. And on the left is a Pixar playlist, and in the middle is to subscribe, which you should probably do. Okay, this video I'm going to show you the top 100 Bluey episodes, so let's go. So let's start. At 100's Mr. Monkey Drop, Fancy Restaurant, Housework, Omelette, The Quiet Game, Sean, Charades, Feather Wand, Obstacle Course, Teasing, Shadowlands, Magic Xylophone, Movies, Road Trip, Hospital, Work, Whale Watching, Daddy Pet Down. Okay. Early Baby, Butterflies, Chicken Rat, Copycat, Chest, Daddy Drop Off, and Sticky Gecko. So that's the top 7. That's the last 76. Now let's go. Okay, Daddy, Robot, Handstand, Space, Tony, Blue Mountains, The Beach, Muffin Cone, The Sleepover, Backpackers, Pizza Girls, Slide, Bob Bilby, Swim School, Rug Island, Magic, Sick Red, Smoochie Kiss, Calypso, Stump Fest, Family Meeting, Grande Santa, Fruit Bat, Pavlova, Dirt, and Bike. Okay, now let's do 26. Burger Shop, Cafe, Easter, Bus, Keepy Uppy, Curry, Relax, Ice Cream, Double Babysitter, Flat Pack, TV Shot, Escape, The Creek, The Pool, Barky Boats, Mini Bluey, Dad, Baby, which if you don't know what that is, it's an episode that's only available in Australia. Bedroom, Asparagus, Bad Mood Fairies, The Decider, Takeaway, Duck, and Granddad, which are pretty good episodes. Okay. So I went down so no one could see. So let's go. Born Yesterday, Bumpy and the Wise Old Farm, Fairy Tale Onesies, Barbecue, Turtle Boy, Cubby, Bingo, Unicorns, Facey Talk, Hammer Barn, Pass the Parcel, Charities, Army, Midnight, Christmas Swing. Okay, we're in the top 10. Rain, Dance Mode, Camping, Granny, Sleepy Time, Granny Mobile, Baby Race, and at the top is Cricket. Yep. So, these are the tops. Let's do the learn more for Cricket. That's the end. Hello guys, and this is a video I've been waiting to do a really long time. So let's just get right into it. And you can obviously see this video is about Bluey. Oh yeah. So these are the top 10 theories since Bluey has a lot of theories. And the last one I'm saving best of them all. Okay, number 1. Bluey had an older sibling. So if you watch the show, so we're going to recommend episodes like, for example, this one's the show, so we're going to recommend these episodes that you watch. Or if you've watched every episode, like I have, or a bunch of people have, I guess, you can just keep going on with this video. So watch the show, and so in the episode, the show and Rain. So in the show, you see that Bandit and Chili, when Bingo's balloon pops in the episode, the show, Bandit and Chili immediately hold hands like that. And it's sort of weird, and I thought they were just getting ready for Bingo to just start being really sad about what she did wrong. And if you watch the episode Rain, you can see that there's a double rainbow, meaning that Bluey is a rainbow baby, which means a baby that is born after a miscarriage and they are the oldest. Okay, number 2. Why is Bingo at the hospital and Bumpy and the Wise Old Wolfman? So if you obviously watch Bumpy and the Wise Old Wolfman and Daddy Drop Off, you'll see that Bingo is in the hospital, but for no reason at all. We don't know why. And when Bandit is packing lunch in Daddy Drop Off, he says gluten free, gluten not free. So we know that Bluey and Bingo, Bingo avoids gluten. So she could have something that was bad. Something that other people think is that Bingo got in a bad car accident, and but if you watch the episode The Dump, which is the first car episode after Bumpy and the Wise Old Wolfman, her seatbelt is still the same. Okay, are Judo's parents divorced? Well, if you watch the episode Butterflies, they probably are divorced. I mean, you see that Wendy's obviously a single mom, and in Butterflies, Judo makes Bluey avoid Bingo because Bingo's too small. And yeah, it's pretty sad. And Judo acts this way probably because her parents aren't together, and that isn't really a good thing. And yeah. Okay. 4. Bandit and Chili got divorced. So in episode Postman and Dance Mode, you see that in Postman, you see that Bluey is so worried when her parents are arguing. And they're not even arguing in a bad way. And yeah, she's still really scared. Like, they're not even mad at each other. And in the episode Dance Mode, Bandit has to change his address on his card. And yeah. And so he probably moved out before the Bluey takes place. 5. Is Rad adopted? If you watch Fairy Tale and Double Babysitter, which I recommend, because there's not really anything saying, but these both have Rad in them. We see that Rad doesn't look like his parents at all. You see his top half is like a reddish orange, and none of his parents have it. And his bottom half is a light blue, and we see that Chris or Nana and Bluey has blue, but it's not the shade of light that Rad has. 6. Bingo is the favorite, or is Bingo the favorite? If you watch the episode Mini Bluey, you see that Bluey is getting compared to Bingo because she can't find her library book that she probably got from the episode Promises. And yeah, we see that Bluey is really sad that Bingo, that her parents said, double bingos, I could get used to this. And she thinks, and yeah, and right after she leaves and Bingo follows her, her parents literally say, but how good's double bingo? And she's like, I know, right? But this theory is a little bit weird to me because Bluey's created by Joe Brum, who's based off of having two daughters. And Bluey, if he and so we know that it has to be an older daughter, meaning being based off of Bluey, and a younger daughter being based off of Bingo. But for some reason, why is the show called Bluey after the older daughter instead of Bingo? Yep, it's weird. Why would you do that if the other one was the favorite? And the show should have just been called Bingo if they were favorite. 7. Brandy is Bingo's adopted mother. If you watch the episode Onesies, which I thought, right after watching this episode, I thought of this theory. And you can see that Brandy tells Bluey, you look exactly like your father. Yeah, and then she says, and then Bingo asks who she looks like, and we all thought she was gonna say Chili, but Chili said you. Which, looking at it, Bingo sort of does look like Brandy. And Brandy is really sad when Bingo is playing with her, and then she left. And yeah, and Chili was pretty. Chili looks a lot like Bingo too, so this theory is a little weird to me, but it could be true. 8. Why is Bandit depressed in Stickbird? So if you watch Stickbird, obviously, we have 3 reasons why we think he is depressed. One is that he doesn't know where his dad is, or he thinks his dad is dead, but we all know that if you watch The Sign, which is the 28-minute episode, that he was at India, or it could be that he was sad about that he had to sell his house, which is pretty sad, to be honest. Or the beach gives him a bad memory, or a sad memory. Yeah, something could have happened at the beach, but if you watch the episode The Beach, he doesn't seem sad at all. Yeah, and it's weird because in the episode before that, he doesn't seem, which is called, so the episode before that, which is this prequel before this episode, he doesn't look sad at all. He looks fine. And it's more Chili. 9. Every kid in Calypso's class is neurodivergent. Neurodivergent. It's hard to say. But it means like having ADHD or some disorders like that. Well, it's not. So if you watch the episode Typewriter and the episode Army, you see that Lucky is not there, for example. Lucky doesn't go to Bluey's school at all, actually. And it's weird because you would think that if Lucky lives like right next to Bluey, he would go to the same school as her, because her school's obviously probably close. And if you look at Jack, who goes to school in the episode Army, Jack has ADHD or something like that. But for some reason, we think he went to a normal school, like just a normal random school, but he had to switch schools. That when he tells Rusty, he says that, why? So Rusty asks him, why did you move to this school? And he says, because there was something wrong with him. And yeah, you would have to, if it doesn't really make sense you would move to school if there was something wrong with you. You would just stay at the school. But you probably went to a school that supports ADHD or stuff like that, instead of a school that doesn't really help with that. And Snickers in Typewriter, you see that Snickers can't really sit upright. We think it's probably just because he was a dachshund, but we don't know really about that. Okay, now the theory you've all been waiting for. Why does Bluey have a shirt? Yep, if you watch the episode Smoochie Kiss, you can see that Bandit pees on his foot, and he washes it off and uses Bluey's shirt to clean it up. He also says you hardly wear it. And yeah, Bluey's always naked like a normal dog. Everyone is. So why would you have a shirt? I feel like they would only wear them on special occasions. Because in the whole series, I've never really seen Bluey wear a shirt at all. And yeah, how come she was like so worried about her own shirt? Oh. Yep, it's weird. So, okay, so the area next to the video next to the tan thing is something that you should, that YouTube thinks you should watch, and the one that... Hi guys, and for you fans of Bluey that liked our last video, now we're going to do a new Bluey video. And these are the top 25 theories. If you haven't watched our last video, you don't have to, because we're going to cover all of the other theories that we talked about in the last video. So, and the last one I'm saving for best. But this time I'm just going to tell you what the last one is. So for the last one, we're uncovering who Bluey's real best friend is. Okay, so let's just start again. Bluey had an older sibling. And if you already watched this video, you are welcome to skip to 11 if you watched our other video. Okay, 1. Bluey had an older sibling. So if you watched the episode of the show, and Rain, you'll see that Bandit and Chili immediately hold hands after doing those balloon pops in that episode. So, meaning that they probably are... So, let me start over. If you watch the episode Rain, you'll see that there's a double rainbow. And it's a symbol that Bingo and Bluey are both rainbow babies born after a miscarriage. 2. Why is Bingo in the hospital and Bumpy in the Wise Old Wolfhound? Well, if you watch Bumpy in the Wise Old Wolfhound, obviously, and Daddy Drop Off, you'll see that Bingo is sad and Bumpy in the Wise Old Wolfhound because she is hospitalized. Yeah. Which I feel like is a normal thing for a dog. And in Daddy Drop Off, when Bandit is packing Bingo or Bluey's lunches, he says gluten-free, gluten-not-free, meaning that Bingo avoids gluten. And yeah, so Bingo is thought to have celiac disease, if I said that right, or she just avoids gluten. 3. Are Judo's parents divorced? And the short answer is that they already are. But if you watch the episode Butterfly Tale, so you want to finish. So you see that Judo is making Bluey avoid Bingo, which is pretty sad of Judo to do. And and having your parents divorced probably changes your behavior a little bit. So it is pretty sad that Judo would do this, but it was probably because of her parents being divorced. And we barely see Judo when she's at her mom's house, which she probably lives with her dad half of the time. 4. Bandit and Chili got divorced later before the show takes place. So if you watch the episode Postman or Dance Mode, you'll see that when Bandit and Chili are arguing, Bluey gets really upset and starts trying to make them feel better and stop arguing, which is like, you might be wondering why she would do that. Also, they weren't even arguing very badly. They were were sort of explaining it how they were arguing, and it wasn't in a bad way that they were saying. And in Postman, Bandit is changing his address, which means that he probably got divorced with Chili and moved out before the show takes place, but got back together, so he must change his address on his card. 5. Rad is adopted. If you watch the episode Fairy Tale and Double Babysitter, you'll see that Rad doesn't look like any of his pets. He doesn't look like Nana or Chris at all. I mean, he has blue on his bottom half, but is definitely not the same shade. And we don't even need to talk about how he looks like Grandpa Bob. 6. Bingo is the favorite. Okay, I'll explain this to you. If you watch the episode Mini Bluey, you'll see that Bluey is constantly getting compared to Bingo because Bingo is doing stuff that is more organizing and, let's say, better than Bluey. And when Bluey is Big Bingo, the dad says, that Bandit says, double bingos, I could get used to this. And then Bluey gets sad and runs to her room and Bingo follows. And then, after that, Bandit and Chili say, but how good is double bingos behind their back? I meant her back. Well, yeah, their back, I guess. But Bluey was created by Chobum, and he said the show was based off of his 2 younger daughters, which the older daughter, which would be Bluey, the daughter that Bluey is based off of, would have been, if you would name the show Bluey, meaning your older daughter, instead of Bingo, meaning your younger daughter, I feel like if Bingo was the favorite, it would name the show Bingo. 7. Is Brandy Bingo's biological mother? And yeah, last video I accidentally got it wrong and said adopted mother, but we got it right now. We had biological mother. So if you watch the episode Onesies, which is literally the one where Brandy's in, set for Phillips the Sun, which I don't make you watch. It is an episode that is about 30 minutes. You'll see that Brandy is pretty sad about coming back, and she's pretty scared. We don't really know why that happened, but let's keep going. So Brandy tells Bluey she looks just like her father, and she tells Bingo, and Bingo asks what she looks like, and Chili says you. And Brandy is really sad that Bingo went away, but it's just probably because she wants children, not really Bingo especially. 8. Why is Bandit depressed in Stickbird? Well, if you watch the episode Stickbird, obviously, you see that we have 3 reasons why he could be depressed. Grandpa Bob, which we've already talked about a little bit, is he might not know where his dad is or think he's dead, but we all know if we watch the sign, he went to India, and he might be sad about moving, which is in the sign. Actually, just go pause this and go watch the sign if you haven't. Or the beach might bring him a bad memory. But in the episode before that, he was just fine. But there's the episode The Beach, and he doesn't seem depressed at all. 9. Every kid in Calypso's class is neurodivergent. Neurodivergent. It's hard to say, but it means someone who has ADHD or disorders like this. So if you watch Typewriter in Army, you see, let's use Lucky for an example. Lucky lives over the fence with Bluey. Most people know that. But if Lucky lives pretty close to Bluey, he probably he probably would go to the same school, right? But he doesn't. Also, let's use Jack. Jack, if you watch the episode Army where Jack moves to the school, Jack is telling Rusty that he moved to this school because of his ADHD or something like that he has. But if he moved to this random, if he was at like a normal school, like that didn't help kids with ADHD and he had it so bad that he had to move schools, he must have moved to a school that was full of kids that stuff like that. And if you take Snickers, who is a typewriter, he doesn't like he can't sit straight. You might think there is a other reason that I could think that he's a adoption, but maybe there's something else. Okay, this was our big one and last one. Why does Bluey have a shirt? So we see that Bandit, he's on his foot, and he has to clean it off. And to do this, he uses Bluey's shirt. He wipes it with Bluey's shirt. I know, it sounds disgusting, but wait, why does Bluey have a shirt? If you watch the episode Smoochy Kiss, which is what happens, you see that Bluey is literally naked, which is an emotion choice. And that's how all normal dogs are, they're always naked. 11. Okay, so this, if you are watching, and you already watched the other video, you should skip to here because this is the part that wasn't in the other video. Okay, 11. Bluey is a retelling of her childhood. So, this sort of has a couple of them. And I've seen this theory that people think that Bluey's parents are divorced. Well, not divorced, but people think that Bluey's parents seem like really good parents. Like too good to be real parents. I know, that sounds really weird, right? Well, Bluey and Mackenzie are getting married. If you watch the episode Barky Boats and Surprise, you'll see that in Surprise, Bluey's child looks like this. He looks a lot like Mackenzie, doesn't he? There is some theory saying that this could be Bandit Chili's adopted child, but I feel like once your daughter is all grown up, you would have an adopted child who is about 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Somewhere in that age group. 13. Louis and Jean-Luc are getting married. Well, you heard me talk about Mackenzie just now. So why would I be talking about Jean-Luc now? Well, there's 2 people that people think that Bluey is going to get married to, and mostly Mackenzie, but let's explain Jean-Luc. So if you watch the episode Camping, you'll see that Bluey meets again with Jean-Luc, which is pretty crazy if you ask me. Yeah, so since Bluey meets Jean-Luc again, people think that they could get married. Also, the kid could possibly look like that, or it could be adopted. 14. Socks has autism. Yep, Socks. She's my favorite character in the whole series. So if you watch the episode Baby Race, you might think, if you were a Bluey fan, but Socks isn't in Baby Race. Just keep watching. So you see how Bluey walks normally as a baby, and Socks sort of acts like a puppy, like an actual puppy. Well, I feel like this might be because the baby part was made after this, so maybe Joe Brown wasn't thinking about stuff like that yet. 15. this part is a lot about Chili. Like, these next, like, 3 theories are a lot about stuff about Chili. So let's go through all of them. Okay, 15. Chili struggles with mental sadness issues. If you watch the episode Dragon, where this next part's pretty sad. So we see that Chili's mom has died. We don't really know why. People think it's because of cancer. And Chili and Chili's mom is the horse, as you can see. Because at the end of the episode, the horse leaves. It turns into a weird Pegasus. I don't really. And it's sort of, you might think that last part is weird, but the Pegasus is meaning her mom. Also, if you remember in our first thing that Bluey had an older sibling, you'll remember that Bluey, so if Bluey had an older sibling, it would be pretty sad if the miscarriage actually happened, which could lead up to Chili's mental sadness issues from losing a mom and a baby. Why is Chili so sad in bedroom? So calling back, and if you watch bedroom, remember about Bluey's younger sister, or older brother or sister. We see that maybe the room was meant for him or her. We don't really. It's pretty good reason to be sad. Chili does say it's who's been in it. She never says who was going to be in it, because we obviously don't think that Bluey and Bingo know about their older brother or sister. The double babysitter thing was a setup. Yep. So if you watch Double Babysitter, obviously, which I've already said to watch, but that was just, so yeah, I already said to watch this one, but, so you see that when Bandit and Chili are introducing Rob and Frisky to each other, they're smiling, which is pretty weird. Like, they would probably be frowning if this happened and they didn't know about it. So, yeah. 18. Mackenzie has depression. Yeah. So, if you watch the episode Space, you'll see that Mackenzie has a flashback when he goes into the black hole, which might be a meaning of this depression. 19. Bluey is a reality TV show. If you watch episode Perfect and episode Bingo, you'll see that there's two iconic things that happen in them. Like, let's say the part where the bandit goes, "It's Dad," and he's acting like he's looking at a camera. And yeah, you might think that's just probably a coincidence, but it happens again. In the episode Bingo, Bingo's trying to play with herself and she plays I Spy. And she says, "I spy something colored green." And then she says, "Oh, come on." When she realizes that no one's gonna spy it for her, she literally tells no one it was the bug, by the way. And also, we can all see that it was the bug, but she tells, like, a camera. It looks, and look at both of these pictures. They look like they're staring next to a camera that could be watching film. 20. Winton is scared of Coco. Not the movie Coco, the person Coco. Well, the dog. So if you watch the episode Wild Girls, you see that Winton looks very scared of Coco in this part. You might think it's just like scared because they're fun, but think about it. I don't think Coco is very nice to Winston. there is a weird thing about this theory. If Winston was afraid of Coco, why would he ask to be a pig after Coco asked Indy to play Wild Wheels? And yeah. So you see that part. So why would Winston ask to play if he's afraid of Coco? So maybe this theory isn't really correct about that part. 21. Lucky's dad and Janelle weren't married for the whole series. So if you watch the episode Decider and Pass the Parcel, you see that Lucky's telling Janelle, well, Lucky's dad is telling Janelle, but this is the first time we see them. Also, so we haven't seen Janelle for literally until season 3, the episode Pass the Parcel, which is really weird. Why wouldn't we see her until Pass the Parcel? So a couple things are maybe she is like has a random job or quit or something and she's never home. And if you watch the episode Decider, it's the first time we see Chucky. Well, no. Well, the first time we sort of know his name. Yeah, and if you don't know, Chucky is Lucky's brother, but for some reason, Lucky doesn't know. Lucky, I feel like, so this is probably what happened. Lucky's dad got remarried, and Janelle and Lucky and Chucky are stepbrothers. But it's sort of weird. It sort of would be a big coincidence if you had a brother, literally have a stepbrother, literally having a name that rhymes with yours. And so, but if you don't understand why this would be a coincidence, you might be saying, hey, what if like Janelle and Lucky's dad, or aka Pat, by the way, I haven't said that yet. What if Janelle and Lucky's dad didn't actually like what if Janelle and Lucky's dad had Chucky together? But that might not be true. Like if that wouldn't be a coincidence if they had Chucky together. They might just, if they didn't have them together, they might just do some. They wouldn't name him that, but that could be. But we can see that Chucky looks about older than Bingo, maybe like 6, 1 year younger than Blue. And I think Lucky is about maybe 8 or 10 or 9. So I feel like Janelle is Lucky's stepmom, and Chucky is Lucky's dad or Pat's stepson. Yeah. So this theory is a little weird. Okay. 22. Trixie and Stripe got set up too. So if you knew what I was talking about when I was talking about Frisky and Rad getting set up, it's not that much of a crazy thing. But we had to put this one out a little bit farther because it's more crazy. I don't know if these theories really get crazier as they go, but it's pretty. But it does sound pretty weird. So if you understand that, so in the last series, so let me talk to you a little bit about this. So if Trixie and Stripe got set up by, we know that Chili probably knew Trixie before she knew Stripe, and Bandit obviously knows Stripe since they're brothers. So if something like that happened with Trixie and Rad too, maybe we don't really know. Also, that would have happened a really lot. And we don't know who got married first, but we probably think that it was Chili and Bandit that got married first. instead of Trixie and Stripe. So we think that Trixie and Stripe probably didn't get married after. So this is probably true. But it's a lot in the future since they already have kids. But Muffin is only 5, I think. Okay, 23. There is a history between dogs and cats in the Bluey universe. So you might be thinking that this picture is fake, like the older brother picture, but this picture is actually real and it's from Bluey. Well, it's not like actually real in the real world, but it's in the Bluey world. And that's the thing we're talking about today. So if you watch the parts in the office, you see the picture next to the map, you see it's this. And yeah, so this picture is a picture of a dog holding a cat. We think it's probably dead by the looks of it. And yeah, so maybe dogs hunt as cats because dogs chase cats in real life. They don't hunt them usually. Yeah. So if this theory was true, then we would probably not talk about it because, they have to be free to follow our story. Okay, anyways, let's just go to the next one. Okay, 24. Bluey is not in Bluey in chronological order. Okay. So let's see. So if Bluey wasn't in, so there is some episodes that sort of say that this isn't in chronological order, like that this is actually, like let's say so if you watch the episode, so wait, if you watch the episode Christmas one, you in the episode Double Babysitter, you see that in Double Babysitter, Christmas swim is after that, and you can see that Frisky and Rad are together. And that's like the only time you see them before the sign, which is pretty. So there is some episodes like this, like the episode before Stickford, but there is some good ones, like Road Trip, whenever all we get to see is them going on their road trip, and it's sort of okay. Next, okay, so now the part you've been waiting for. Who is Bluey's best friend? Well, let's just make this part short. Bluey, if you watch this one alongside, you see that Honey is probably Bluey's best friend. And if you read the description in that episode and on Disney Plus, you see a short story about the power of friendship. And yeah, we probably see that Honey and Bluey are pretty good friends probably. And yeah, and if you also watch the episode Doctor, you see that Honey's Honey's having a hard time coming up with stuff, and Honey says, "You always make me laugh." Bluey says, "You always make me laugh." Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense because Bluey and Honey probably are best friends. But there is some exceptions. Like if you watch the episode Shadowlands, you see that Bluey is playing with Coco and Snickers, who might possibly be Bluey's best friend since she's known them since she was a baby. And she's also known Judo since she was a baby too. If you watch the episode Baby Race, which I have asked you to watch, and you probably know. So, yeah, that is the end of this video. if you want more videos like this, please subscribe. And also, please tell us what Bluey videos you like. Okay, so this is the end screen. It's marking the end of this video, which is really sad because this was a pretty good video. And yeah, if you watched this part, you've been watching this for a half hour. Yep, you've been watching Bluey for a half hour. Well, hi guys, and today I'm going to show you a video about Bluey. Yep, another one. So, this is about the Bluey.
It's the Bluey announcement we've been waiting for. It is hitting the big screen. Eva Pilgrim here with the details. Good morning, Eva.
Good morning, George. It's a Bluey first and actual movie. I was supposed to keep this a secret, but I had to tell my 3-year-old who literally lost her mind. More of her favorite Australian blue healer is always a win. She's a global sensation, the Australian blue healer that parents and children alike love. Bluey. And this morning, the hit animated television series following the life and adventures of Bluey, her mom Chili, her dad Bandit, and her little sister Bingo announcing it's heading to the silver screen.
I'm ready for news.
That's right, BBC Studios and Walt Disney Studios teaming up to bring fans the first animated Bluey film.
One popcorn, please. Sure.
The show for preschoolers was started in Australia in 2018. Its creator, Joe Brum's goal, to make a show with a positive message for children, and it quickly became an international hit. With more than 35 billion minutes watched this year in the U.S. alone, Bluey really resonated with people of all ages, not just preschoolers.
I don't understand how that episode, why it made me so emotional.
The show drawing emotions as it deals with everything from sharing,
Bluey, if you don't take turns with people, people won't take turns with you.
to moving, to bedtime,
Mom, I want to do a big girl sleep tonight. I'll wake up in my own bed.
You do your best, honey.
even fertility.
There's something Auntie Brandy loves more than anything as well. But she can't have it. And there's not really anything anyone can do.
The new movie will also be written and directed by Brum, expected to open in theaters in 2027.
Nice one, Bluey.
The movie will eventually also be available on Disney Plus, which is where I watch the series right now with my little one Ella. And that's not all. We have more exciting Bluey news later this week. They don't trust me to tell me yet, so I can't actually give you spoilers. But I am really excited to see this movie. I was telling you guys, these are 7-minute episodes for the most part, most of these Bluey episodes, and I cry almost every time.
What is it about this
I
series?
don't know. They very quickly get to the point that really makes you feel all the feelings.
I don't know. News is so big, but they're not even going to tell you?
Well, clearly I couldn't be trusted. I told my 3-year-old.
I was thinking the same thing, but I didn't want to call you out. But I'm curious. I don't have kids that age, but I think I want to watch Bluey.
I'll give you the list of my favorite.
All right, I'm all in.
Thank you, Eva.
Okay, that was the rest of this thing. So let me tell you all about it.
This is the Bluey announcement we've been waiting for.
So here, let's talk about it. So they're just announcing that a Bluey movie's coming out. First of all, I've heard in some that it's 3D instead of 2D animated. And maybe I'll do a video about how it's like that. But right now, I'm just going to tell you about Bluey. Yep, okay, so... Well, yeah, that was a pretty good thing to know. So, I hope you like Bluey, and please watch our other Bluey videos. Every Bluey episode in order. Magic Xylophone. Hospital, Keepy Uppy, Daddy Robot, Shadow Lines, The Weekend, Barbecue, Fruit Bat, Lucy Ride, Hotel, Bike, Bob Bilby, Spy Game, take away, butterflies, yoga ball, flips, solo, doctor, claw, market, blue mountains, pool, shops, wagon ride, taxi, the beach, pirates, grannies, Dookie, Aries, work, puppy and morsel, bullfarm, trampoline, the dump, zoo, backpackers, adventure, copycat, sleepover, early baby, moms and dads, hide and seek, camping, mom and dad, kids, chicken rat, neighbors, teasing, asparagus, Sean, daddy put down, and Brand Simple. So these are all the ones that are in season 1. But what about season 2? Well, let's go through all of these. Dance mode, hammer ball, but hammer balls before. Feather wand, squash, hairdressers, stunk fest, favorite things, every drop off, bingo, Rogue Island, charades, sticky gecko, bad baby, mom school, twins, army, fancy restaurant, piggyback the show, tickle crabs escape, bus, queens, flat pack, helicopter, sleepy time, granddad, seesaw, movies, library, bike books, burger shop, circus, swim school, cafe, post spin, the play game, Mr. Monkey Drops, double babysitter, bad mood, octopus, midnight, muffin cone, duck kick, handstand, road trip, ice cream, dunny, typewriter, baby race, Christmas swim, and Easter. Okay, now let's go through season 3. So this is wrong. It's perfect bedroom benefit. Obstacle course, provinces, omelet, bowling, yesterday, mini bluey, course, vehicle, magic, chess, sheepdog, housework, path to parcels, explorers, phones, pavlova, rain, pizza girls, driving, Tina, whale watching, family meeting, tasty talk, ragdoll, fairy tales. Part 2. Musical statues, stories, puppets, turtle boy, onesies, tradies, granny mobile, space, smoochy kiss dirt, oversized cars space, hobby, exercise, relax, stick a bird, show and tell, driving, world, girls, TV shop, slide, and cooking. Part 4, Ghost Baskets, The Sign, and Surprise. These are every single Bluey episode. I hope you like this video. If you did, please watch more of our videos. And, yeah. So, this is a cool thing that says all of them, so let's, like that. So, yeah. So if you don't know every episode in order, then let's see. And yeah, every episode was created by Joe Blum. If you didn't know that, so now if you like this video, please watch some of our videos. And we have a lot of Bluey videos. I mean, this was our 6th Bluey video, I think. Yeah. Also, if you like Bluey but you haven't watched every episode, just go binge watch Bluey, and then you'll be there. So, yeah, this is my worst favorite part. Well, not really my worst favorite part. My worst favorite part is the end, but it's not quite the end yet. So, yeah, now that you can see there is a Bluey playlist that this video is in, so click on it. And there's a subscribe. So click on that too. Okay, done. Okay, well, that was the end of this video. It was a pretty long 1 hour Blue video. And yeah, so if you really like Bluey, please put in the comments other ideas for videos to make. Okay, so there's two playlists. The Bluey video playlist is on the right, and the playlist about Pixar is on the left, and there's a subscribe in the middle. So press subscribe and go to those playlists.